Why are you so brutal to me?
My relationship with metal? I listen to it. What kind of question is that? I first started listening to metal about 6 years ago. I started with progressive rock, European stuff around the 70s, then moving into power metal.
14 or 15 when I started listening to the Grateful Dead all the time. And that was a thing for like many years. Still is. I'm a big Deadhead.
Right now I mostly listen to black metal. There's a lot of crossover into Viking metal and more pagan influences.
Listening to metal my freshman year of high school when I didn't have any friends. I met one person who, I was in the theater department and I'd started doing theater stuff in an effort to find friends. He was like, hey, you should listen to this band. And I'd listen to it. That was really good. Listen to this band. Oh my god, that's so good.
So I'd say my interest with metal stems mostly from its rhythmic musical qualities and being able to hear the, that fast driving double bass underneath really solid guitar riffs, with a very distinct guitar tonality.
My impressions of metal changed when I got to college because I started to have a couple of friends who were very into metal. But at first, definitely it was something I wrote off as like maybe a lesser like form of music, that it was just sort of like noisy and loud.
Metal vocals are essential. Instrumental is great, but classic metal songs, you can't replace the vocals.
The most noticeable features are the vocals and the drums. I mean, it's going to change from genre to genre, but I like fast drums and they're always fast. I like powerful vocals of some sort, and you never have weak vocals in metal.
Some people are turned off to the genre as a whole just by the vocals.
But the screaming still gets me. I just find it unmusical, sort of, and maybe that's hypocritical coming from someone who likes hip-hop, which gets the same criticism sometimes. But for hip-hop, for me, the value is in the words. To me, it's like wordplay. I can't get that out of metal. I'm sure some people do who really scrutinize the lyrics very closely, but to me it's just sort of this angry, loud distraction on top of what is often excellent musicianship.
Because you were inspired by the devil?
Yes, that's it. I was inspired by the devil.
So the religious views expressed by the artists that I listen to have really no bearing on my own religious beliefs or my musical preferences. Half the time I can't understand what they're saying, so I wouldn't know if it's satanic or pagan or otherwise.
I'm actually Roman Catholic. I was actually baptized 2 days ago.
I think that probably it's more of a style than a religious aspect. That being said, I'm sure there are people who treat it religiously and who do really believe that, but most music has some form of style associated with it, whether it's a dress or a haircut or an attitude or whatever.
There is especially black metal and in the far northern European countries, there's a heavy pagan and satanic aspect to it that comes from a lot of Norse traditions that you'll find, and it's really as a reaction to what they perceive to be an attack on their heritage and culture by Christianity. I may not agree with everything they're going to say or all their ideologies, but I can certainly respect where they're coming from, and it really doesn't mar the musical experience for me, because the musicians are still just as good, and I guess I just respect anyone who's going to stand up for what they believe in some way, so I have no problem with it.
No?
No, not a chance.
Cool.